Good evening, YouTube. This is your host, El Diablo Mexicano. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. So today's video, we're actually going to be looking at a couple new things that Tripwire just released earlier today. We have 3 new guns that we'll be looking at, and not to mention, we are also be looking at some more of the concept art and ideas that Tripwire has for their new Halloween update. So let's get this show started. Let's go! The very first gun we're going to be looking at should look oddly familiar, and that's because, if you've been paying attention, it was in the last video I just did for Killing Floor 2 News, the FN Fall. Now, the reason why I'm doing this one again is because we have some more news shed onto this. First of all, we know what the gun's going to be looking like in Killing Floor 2, and then also we just found out that Tripwire wanted to make this gun a cross-perk weapon. And so that means that not only is it going to be available for the Commando perk, but the Sharpshooter perk will also see this. Why? That's because Tripwire decided to throw a 4-time scope on this gun. Now, for those of you who did not watch the last video and don't want to go back to it, a quick little summary is that the Fall was pretty fantastic. It was one of my favorite guns back in the very first Killing Floor game. What was nice about it was on par with the Scar, and so it did just as much damage as the Scar. However, the only difference was that it had a higher firing rate, and so I'm very excited to see this one coming to the game. For all of you medic fans, this gun actually sounds pretty fucking cool for you guys. So we're going to have the HM Tech 501 medic rifle. So not only is it going to be like an assault rifle like we already have, but I'm pretty sure some of you have been wishing, I wish I had a grenade launcher just like the Commando perk. Well, fear not, your wish has been granted. This is going to be your noob tube rifle for your medic perk, but instead of shooting actual grenades, you're going to shoot out medic grenades, and so you're going to have a little cloud burst of heals to go around. So this one's actually pretty cool because the medic gun has a wide range of weapons. We have the shotgun, the submachine gun, the assault rifle, and so it's kind of cool to see that we now have like a more of an explosion type weapon coming to the medic class. And so instead of just giving us an RPG to shoot healing at people, it's kind of cool that we have a noob tube rifle. So can't wait to see how this one works out and plays out. It actually looks really nice. I love the coloring on it. But like I said, overall we'll have to see how this goes. I'm pretty goddamn excited to see this. Finally, the last weapon we'll be looking at is the MKB-42. This gun actually came from Killing Floor 1 as well. It's a World War II assault rifle. What's really cool about this is this gun has already been in-game. These are the guns that Hans Volter dual wields when he's shooting at you while you're fighting him. So it's kind of cool that we actually now get to take these as the characters you need to hunt down Zeds. I'm excited to see this. But overall, this update seems very focused on Commando, and I'm fine with that because I love playing Commando, and so it's going to be really interesting to see all these new assault rifles come in, because we have the FN Fall, the new medic assault rifle, and now we have the MKB-42. So overall, this is a very heavily focused update on the Commando perk, and so I can't wait to see all the new toys I get to play for my favorite perk. The last and final thing that we'll be covering today involves the new Halloween event, and so I'm pretty excited about this because that's why I play Killing Floor 2. I love all the little events that they have. I love the summer sideshow, I love the Christmas events. Now we actually have a Halloween event, so I'm pretty excited about that. Looking at it, I've decided to include all the ones from last week to kind of talk to them a little bit more in detail about you guys. But with the first up, we have the Clot, and so the Clot looks, to me, it looks like a vampire. You have the pointy ears, some fangs. It has claws on both the feet and the hands, so I think it looks pretty nice. This is just a sketch. We don't have any of the 3D figures released yet, but it looks pretty nice still, and this I think it's a cool idea. Up next, we have the Crawler, and the Crawler actually looks like Tripwire is debating between one of 2 ideas so far, and so it looks like it's going to be some sort of like plant mutant monster thing. And so it looks like in one exhibit we have the plant actually has fangs, where the other one in B, it looks more like a Venus flytrap. Something I think would be cool for maybe a variation would be to have both of those plants in there, and so I like more monster types in my games. So I just think it would be really cool to have both, like see both types of crawlers running around towards you while you're fighting them off. After that, from this week, we also have the Cyst and the Scrake. So the Cyst is going to, I think it looks like some sort of like zombie, so it's kind of go back to the already what we've seen typically. We have a lot of zombie games, so it looks like that's what the Cyst is going to be based off of. It has a the lovely rotting arms and the limbs and the rib cages are showing. So I think it looks pretty nice. I don't know what the third one for C is. It looks maybe like a VR headset. I don't quite know what that is. I don't know what Tripwire is doing with that. But other than that, I think personally I like A or B the best. And again, I like more variety. So I think it'd be really cool if Tripwire made a bunch of these 3D models, and so that way they have like it's just by chance, like maybe 20% chance of A, 20% of B, and then the last 60% will go over C. Whatever it is, I think it'd be really cool to see a wide variety of these monsters. And then the last one that we have is we'll be looking at the Scrake. So the Scrake, I think, looks kind of like maybe like a Frankenstein's kind of monster looking thing. So it has it looks like a kind of regular hacksaw. You can see the bolts and electricity on the Scrake, and so it looks really nice. I'm kind of excited for it, and so we'll see how this all gets put together. Probably the biggest thing I'm hoping to see is I like the Stalkers. They're probably one of my favorite enemies, and then the Flesh Pound. So I cannot wait to see what the Stalkers and the Flesh Pound will be looking like. But right now we do again I believe this should be the confirmation that we're getting a Halloween event this year, and so I cannot wait to see how it looks. But we have the zombie, the Frankenstein. Oh geez, I'm stumbling over my words. The plant monster, and then the vampire. So I can't wait to see how all of this looks out and gets put together for the Halloween event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please give it a like, and if you did not like it, give it a dislike, and let me know in the comments why you didn't like it. Last but not least, if you have not done so already, please give me a subscription. Click that subscribe button. That's because I'm trying to build a little gaming community. I like talking to you guys and interacting with you, but not to mention it alerts you to whenever I post a video. So anytime I post a Killing Floor 2 news update, when I do my Random Moments videos, when I do more gaming guides and do gameplay videos, my Twitch streams, whatever it is, it'll alert you right when I post it, and so you subscribe to that if you like my content. Other than that, you can follow me on Twitter. You can also find me on Twitch. I'm doing actually another Twitch stream later tonight, so I hope to see you guys there. Other than that, take it easy, enjoy the rest of your week, and stay out of trouble, guys. Take care.